So I'm gonna fry this, and I'm gonna season it with what's it, pepper? Yeah. To the taste, just for the meat to have some taste. It's not doing it bland. Because you're also gonna, I mean, it doesn't have to be a specific amount here, because when you do the Aji de Fideo, you're gonna season it, so you're gonna need to add more. I'm just seasoning the meat right now, so that way it's flavor. It has flavor on the meat. Okay, it's not plain. I have browned the meat. As you can see here, it's not all the way cooked. I just wanted to brown it. And I have the onions. This onions is 3/4 of an onion. Right here is about 2 pounds of meat. And then here I have about three to 4 potatoes. But as you noticed, I don't cook measuring stuff. I eyeball it, so we'll see if I use the three or 4 potatoes. Here I have a cup of noodles. Here is with the oil, so that way I'm gonna brown the noodles. I am browning 2 cups of noodles. The noodles, you can use any kind of noodles that you want. The bow tie, the elbow noodles. If you want to do this with the long noodles, the fettuccine or Alfredo. No, fettuccine, I think it's the noodles. You can use that. And what you're gonna do is brown the noodles. Okay, I browned the noodles. See, like that. When you brown it, you have to be moving it constantly so that way it doesn't burn. So this is the point that you want. And if you don't want it, leave it in this hot pot so it does not brown some more. You change it to a cold pot so that way it quits browning. So you come here, I put here oil. I was gonna put this diced garlic. I do this, I like to purchase this garlic and dice it and put it in olive oil, and to use it a little at a time so I can have fresh diced garlic. But my refrigerator crook, and when I open this, it's bubbling, so that's that. It's not gonna happen today. But if you use this, obviously, I mean, if you use fresh garlic, it tastes better, I think. So that's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna use the oil, onion. And we're gonna saute the onion. And when this is done, then I'm gonna add the meat and everything else. I want to brown the onions, and if you notice that you need more oil, just add more oil. You guys know that I don't use measurements, I just eyeball it. If you think you need more oil, just add more oil. But like I told you, always add little things at a time, because it's easy to fix it that way than to add more and then try to fix it later. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of cumin here. Mix it. I'm cooking it lower right now because I don't want it to burn any of this stuff. I just want to start the smells of the what do you call this thing? The cumin and stuff that I'm gonna put. It releases, I guess, the flavor. I am using this one, ají panca. Ají panca is this. It's the closest chili for our country, for the flavor of our country, Bolivia. So I use this one, and I'm gonna eyeball it too. So let's see, I will use two of those and mix it that way. 5 minutes is done. So I'm gonna add some potatoes to this. Like I said, this was 4 potatoes, so I'm gonna see how is it. Maybe I'll add. Okay, so just use 3 potatoes for 2 cups of noodles. I'm just doing very little recipe. Yeah, very little recipe because it's just for maybe 4 people. This one, or however, I don't know. At this point, I add some potatoes. Remember, I said I peel 4 potatoes, but I'm just using 3. Okay, I think that's plenty for the amount of noodles that I use. 2 cups of noodles. So that's that. Let it boil. If you want to taste it to see if it's still the flavor that you want. Because adding stuff, you know, it takes the flavor away because we're adding another ingredient. So taste it to see if it's okay or not. If it's okay, let it be. Let it boil. So this is halfway done. As you can see, the water kind of soaked. At this point, it's halfway done. I'm gonna add 1 cup of peas. Mix it. And let it finish. To me, this is not enough water. It's gonna soak up the water, and entonces then I'm gonna use another half a cup of water. If you want it this way, I mean, it's totally up to you. For me, I like saucy, so I'll add half a cup of water. Mix it, everything. I like the color from the chili. If you want more red, add more chili. Taste it to see if it's you like it. Excellent. So to me, it's done. I'm gonna finish. Let it cook. Okay, at this point, it's done. I think I let it boil for about half an hour altogether. And almost at the end, I add another cup of water because to me it was too dry. Like I said, I like saucy, and I just add another cup of water. And because I add another cup of water, I add a little bit of the seasoning, like the salt, the pepper, a little bit of garlic. The seasonings that I put here, I add a little bit more, a dash of those seasonings. And I mix it. Now it's done. I turn off the stove and I just gonna let it set here for what, another 5 minutes. With the heat, it's gonna finish cooking whatever it needs to be finished and settle the flavors, and it will be time to eat. Here we go. Here is the final product. See? Easy. Do it and let me know how it went.